Hi, my name is Stephanie Stevens, and I'm a planner with the City of Wheat Ridge Community Development Department. I'm presenting case number WZ-21-10, which is a request for approval of a zone change from Commercial 1, or C1, to Mixed Use Commercial, or MUC, at 12100 West 44th Avenue. The subject property is outlined here in red in the middle of the screen. The property is located on the southeast corner of Van Gordon Street and West 44th Avenue. West 44th Avenue is one of Wheat Ridge's main east to west arterials, with the 44th Avenue sub-area plan process slated to move forward in 2022. The I-70 interstate is nearby to the north. The corridor acts as a transition from I-70 and the residential and agricultural uses to the south. The interstate has also recently been upgraded, including new ramps associated with Clear Creek Crossing, completing safety improvements, and improving pedestrian and bicycle crossings. This kind of public investment can help catalyze improvements to a corridor, and the proposed zone change encourages corresponding private investment. The property currently has one access point into the site off of West 44th Avenue and two access points off of Van Gordon Street. It consists of 4 lots totaling about 2.8 acres in size, and it contains a hotel built in 1985 which is currently operating. There's a restaurant component located on the first floor of the hotel that is currently vacant. The properties along this portion of West 44th Avenue are in commercial, mixed-use, residential, and agricultural zone districts and primarily contain commercial uses, including a truck stop across the street to the north. Tabor Lake borders the site to the south. The property is currently zoned C1 and is primarily surrounded by commercial uses along West 44th Avenue. Hotels are considered a special use in the C1 zone district. This hotel is considered legally non-conforming because a special use permit was not required at the time it was developed. Residential uses are not permitted in the C1 zone district. Therefore, a zone change is required in order to allow a conversion of the hotel into a residential use. The project aims to generate workforce housing to serve the Wheat Ridge area with potential for small-scale commercial along West 44th in the future. This is a view of the site and the subject property looking south from West 44th Avenue. And here's a better view of the existing building. The applicant would like to reuse the existing building and convert it to residential for workforce housing. The purpose of the zone change is to result in a zoning that could support the goals set forth in the city's comprehensive plan and accommodate uses that are more in line with the surrounding area and market conditions. 44th Avenue is known to have a disparate mix of uses and lack of private property maintenance and investment along the corridor, and the comprehensive plan acknowledges this with goals and strategies that promote neighborhood revitalization through creative approaches for housing redevelopment, including reuse of existing structures to create new housing types as seen with the subject proposal. By way of the 44th Avenue sub-area planning process that's coming up in 2022, the city will also be reassessing land uses to help promote further revitalization and attract investment along the corridor while maintaining the character. Based on the existing character of land use patterns along 44th Avenue, the MUC zone district is appropriate and complementary to the surrounded uses, and the zoning itself supports reinvestment. The table on the screen compares the development standards between C1 and MUC zone districts. These districts have similar development standards, with permitted uses and height being the primary differences. The C1 zone district allows for a wide range of commercial land uses, which include office, general business, and retail sales and service establishments. By contrast, the MUC zoning allows residential uses and commercial uses, or a mix of the two. This property is within the 44th and Ward Urban Renewal Area, which is exempted from the city's charter height and density limits. This means it may exceed 21 units per acre, and the MUC zone district establishes the maximum height. The design standards in MUC are stricter than for other zones, including setbacks, landscape buffers, and architecture. As a requirement of the zone change process, a neighborhood meeting was held on September 14, 2021 in a virtual Zoom meeting setting. 7 people attended the meeting, and the notes from the meeting can be are included in your staff report. No major issues were expressed regarding the proposed zoning or use. Since Wheat Ridge is not a full-service city, we sent the application on referral to outside agencies including fire, water, and sanitation, as well as completed an internal review. We did not receive concerns or objections from outside agencies regarding the zone change. Before the hearing, the property was posted for 15 days and letters were sent to property owners within a 600-foot radius. Comments collected on Wheat Ridge Speaks will be reviewed by the Planning Commission. We use several criteria to evaluate zone change requests, which includes consistency with the comprehensive plan. The property is designated as a neighborhood commercial corridor and neighborhood buffer in the comp plan. It serves as a transition between I-70 and commercial properties along 44th to residential neighborhoods to the south. Stated goals in the comprehensive plan are to encourage neighborhood revitalization, diversify housing options, promote reinvestment in property, and to promote a mix of neighborhood supporting uses, including residential use and small-scale retail use. This zone change request supports the comprehensive plan by enabling investment in the property, diversifying housing options, and by aligning the zoning with the city's goals to create an active mixed-use corridor. The zone change is also supported by the goals and objectives of the 44th and Ward Urban Renewal Plan, which identifies a need for redevelopment which would promote greater and reasonable economic utilization of the land. Ultimately, staff is recommending approval of the request for the following reasons. Based on the character and land use patterns in this area, the MUC zone district is most compatible in terms of allowed uses and would support the need for reinvestment along this corridor. MUC zoning will support compatibility between future redevelopment and existing land uses, and it would likely add value to the surrounding area by supporting reinvestment. Staff finds a zone change to MUC is supported by the city's comprehensive plan, specifically the vision for commercial corridors and reinvestment in commercial properties. This zone change request supports the comprehensive plan by enabling reinvestment in the property and by aligning the zoning with the city's housing goals, which include promoting neighborhood revitalization through creative approaches for housing redevelopment, as seen in the subject proposal. Planning Commission will recommend a decision to City Council, who will also be reviewing the zone change request. If City Council approves the request, then the zone change is approved. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.